morning. Yes, you're all awake. That's good to see. It's great to see you all and to welcome you to the 6th SRA Compliance Conference. It is fantastic for me to be here. Believe me, you've saved me from hours of having to stand outside the Commons, pontificating about whether or not Theresa May's Brexit deal will save the nation or consign it to years of hell. Who knows? But for one glorious, majestical, magical day, I can afford not to care. Now, my name is Clive, and I know it's early, but the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that I'm not Clive Coleman. It is a new edict that you have to be called Clive to chair this conference. So here I am. Clive Owen would have brought movie star sparkle. Clive Anderson, a few lawyerly jokes, but they were unavailable. So instead you have a BBC News anchor and foreign correspondent who, by the way, did study law at university and who managed to wangle a place at the Middle Temple to become a barrister, but who in the end fell for the charms of Auntie Bee. Much to the chagrin of my parents, I have to say, who didn't up sticks, leave everything they knew back in Jamaica in the early 1960s and travel 7,000 miles to a freezing cold Britain for their firstborn to become a bum/journalist. Trust me, they would have much preferred I became a responsible adult, like all of you, or a doctor, or a dentist. So I've been a disappointment to them ever since. But my limited legal training has been an enormous help in my day job. And today's conference for me, and I hope for you, will be stimulating and interesting, designed to help and support all of you, particularly compliance officers, to manage risk, comply with SRA rules, and continue to meet the high standards expected by the Solicitors Regulation Authority, and crucially, by society as a whole. So, it really is good to see you all, and it's really good to be with you. Now, we want to make this a two-way conversation. We want to hear your views and answer your queries. And one way you can interact is through our conference app. Now, more than 500 people have already signed up to this, so we're very encouraged by that. Details of how to download it are in your programs, as well as a few little extras like speaker biographies. But it crucially allows you to ask questions, vote in polls, give feedback, and even sign up to do a little networking with some of the other delegates around you today. So it's a great little app, and here's a quick video showing you how to get the best out of it. So, first of all, we'll see how you can vote, which you can do in two ways. There you go. And how to submit questions for the main plenary sessions. There you go. Pretty straightforward. And we're sincerely hoping that you'll all download it. If you can, get in there and get involved. Now, for those of you who've already downloaded it, here's a first opportunity to try it out. Let's test it. We thought we'd ask a simple question that you can vote on now. Given that I find myself in a room of more than 1,000 solicitors, what do you reckon should be the collective noun for a group of solicitors? Is it an eloquence? Responsibility? Expertise? Debate? Litigation? Now, if you click into the app, you can vote by either going through on live polls and clicking on this session, or by going into the program, clicking on this session and clicking vote. So please, give it a go. And while you do that, I wanted to highlight a few final practical things for the conference today. You should be able to access the venue Wi-Fi. No password is needed, just join ICC free Wi-Fi. And please do get involved on social media. Imagine you're all little Trumps out there. Start tweeting. We have a Twitter hashtag, which again this year is hashtag #CulpCoffer. And while we're not expecting any fire alarms, if they do sound, please make your way out by the nearest fire exit and follow the instructions from ICC staff who are dotted among you as well today. Now, I'll let you know the results of our vote on the collective noun for a bunch of solicitors. But before that, I'd like to invite our opening speaker to the stage. Now, unfortunately, there is a change to your listed programs. Enid Rowlands can no longer be here. She sent her apologies. So, could I ask you to welcome Paul Phillip, the SRA's Chief Executive. Paul.